I mean, nowadays, you look at the current.
Oh, your
NFL
boy from the Dolphins, the running back from the Dolphins.
Oh yeah,
Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
No, wait.
No, you're right.
Was it Ricky?
Yeah, Ricky Williams. Yeah. But back then, I mean, look, there's so much worse things that he could be doing, but that was his big problem. Then he did straighten out when Buddy Ryan waived him. He wound up becoming a good player. Look, Chris Carter, as a broadcaster, I like him. He seems like he's actually a good guy. He says, obviously, I said, this was a year ago. It just came out in the news. But he said he was joking. It was just something he was messing with them. He was joking around. I could see that. Maybe he was. But at the end of the day, when the NFL is paying you to be a speaker, this is not what you say.
Yeah. I mean, it's just blatantly admitting to the world that
you're a douchebag.
Yeah. I mean, make sure you're going to have an entourage. And, the other thing about it is how many of these guys actually have a full-on entourage? I mean, you probably have the Keyshawn Johnson, the Chris Carter types that are the arrogant, showy types that do. But, I mean, to give that announcement to everybody saying, basically, you're going to have an entourage, just plan on it and get yourself a fall guy in case you screw up or something. That's just silly. Meanwhile, you got I read an article the other day about I can't remember his name. One of the he's a rookie, and he makes a damn good amount of money, a couple $1 million a year. Him and his wife and his family live off a $60,000 a year budget.
Yeah, I read
because
about
they want
that.
to be
Because
responsible.
he's freaking smart. That's why. Because your career could end at any day.
Well, even if your career goes on, it's still not going to be that long. So, plan wisely. You plan now, with compound interest and things like that. You take that money and plan now. You put, say you make $2 million a year, and you're living off of $60,000, so you're basically putting $2 million a year in the bank, and you're letting that build with compound interest.
Time and compounding interest, the ninth wonder of the world. Now, if you
Eighth
are
wonder. Eighth wonder.
Yeah, but there's also
Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world.
That's true. There's a ninth. I don't know. But if you are a Japanese listener, make sure. What were we just talking about?
Chris Carter.
No, the money.
Compound interest.
Compound interest.
No, before that. The same about the money.
Million. Million dollars. I don't know where you're going with there.
I literally made like Chris Carter high, dropped the ball. I should have had myself a lackey.
But no, you do hear about these kind of players, Caleb, and any.
Pran wisely. Sorry.
One of my dad's good friends is a guy named Mel Carper. He was a fullback for the Bucs. He played for the Indianapolis Colts as well. And he said, and so many players say this, they say that the NFL stands for not for long. The average NFL career is only 3 years, 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
So most of these guys don't have a long career. So like you said, if you can pocket the money, do so. Because even if you do have a long career, you're out of the game in your mid to late 30s. You look at Rob Gronkowski. This is the premier tight end in the NFL, him and Jimmy Graham. And Gronkowski says that he doesn't live off his NFL salary. He only lives on his endorsements.
That's a brilliant.
Yeah, that is. Well, I have a question for you, though. You said the NFL average career is 3 years. What are they taking? Does that include the people that are basically get a 1 year deal or get to live in the practice squad for 6 months?
Yeah, you're talking
because,
average.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe that could be an accurate average.
Not really.
Most of your starters have more than a 3 year career.
You're right, but you're talking from base guy to top guy. You average that out.
I'd like to see what the average career is for a starter because I bet it is longer than that.
Probably about 12 years, I'd say.
That's probably a little long, but you've got. There are the guys that get weaned out that aren't talented enough, and I wonder if those factor into that low average.
They have to.
Well, what factors into this is you're talking about the only team sport where you have a 53-man roster. So a lot of this is a numbers thing because when you're talking about 53 players.
It's the law of averages.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, I would like to see that study redone with, starters and see how that kind of plays out. I mean, obviously that's a tough study to do because the starters change in and out. But just, the average career span of a starter because, if you're a fan of a team, you get to know a player and you get to cheer them on for – it's more than 3 years. So even players that you don't really know a whole lot about. So I'd like to see that.
Think about this. You remember when Ray Lewis got in trouble with the he was being accused of murder. And you found out it was a friend that stabbed the guy. You think that was his fall guy?
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
Hey, well, if we one day become famous radio guys, Sancho, will you be our fall guy?
Don't look at me.
You won't be our fall guy?
No.
He's perfect.
What do we not pay
I
you
have
for?
way too much money lying around to deal with this.
Oh, yeah, do you?
What?
What? Yeah, what?
All right, I was a freaking doctor, you jackass. I have millions.
I bet you do. Okay.
don't have to do this.
Okay, Lou Bob.
I mean, I live on $14 a week. I'm kidding. I live on more than that. I never asked nobody for money.
Well,
This is true.
You
This
live
is
with
true.
Miggy. You don't pay any bills.
No, it's $300 a month.
Oh, he's charging you?
Yeah.
300 pesos?
No, I offered.
Oh.
Oh,
He said free, and I said no.
oh, that's nice
I'm not
of you.
mooch like Luba.
I have a newfound respect for you, Sancho.
Fuck you.
Whoa, not anymore.
I'm sorry. I meant thank you.
Yeah, I bet
I'm
you
practicing my joke.
did. Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that was a good one. Good
good.
time. Good timing on that one.
You know, if you don't have a fall guy, you wind up in prison. And if you wind up in prison, you need a way to get your vices into prison.
you need a delivery guy.
Up the butt.
No, Sancho. These guys actually had a brilliant scheme. They got busted. They got pulled over on the way there, but they got pulled over and were found with an aerial drone
Yep.
that they were using to deliver drugs, porn, and a gun into prison.
Damn,
and
a
it's
gun?
Yeah, this thing is. I don't know how they would get the gun in there because they said it can only is designed to carry 6 to 8 ounces of cargo. But yeah, I guess they're planning on making multiple runs.
Maybe they took the gun without the thing in it. That would be
Yeah,
about
they'd probably have to
about
do multiple runs.
6, 7
Hold
hours.
on. I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but instead of a drone, what about a wife?
A delivery wife.
That
yeah,
walks
she's
in with
great.
food.
She's great.
Did she just deliver you food
She
again?
did. She did. But no, seriously, guys, if you haven't seen this, pull up this article, look at the picture of all the stuff they were caught with. They were going to deliver.
Damn.
I mean, DVDs, a gun,
DVDs.
a cell phone, drugs. They had some K2 and some. I can't pronounce this word here. SUBOXONE. It's an opiate drug for weaning off of heroin.
Subcion?
Subazone.
I don't know.
But yeah, and K2, a handgun, and some porn DVDs. So
I mean, I like the drone idea, guys, but
well, you know
But
what's
where-
funny is they almost succeeded where Amazon is having a huge problem.
but where's the pickup? I mean, are you getting it dropped off in the prison yard when you're
Yeah,
working out?
I'm sure you do. Yeah,
Probably
they-
drop
they've
it
done
right
free-
inside the fence or something like that. Bye, password.
Yeah, really. You just got here. You brought me food and you're leaving.
Aw.
Where are you going, Password?
okay.
You're going home. You just stopped by. Why are you dressed up? You got like a dress on and stuff.
She's
You dress
at
all
work.
fancy.
She works at a posh underwear.
Oh, I know where she works. You dress all
What kind of
fancy
underwear
like
you
that?
wear? Can we see your underwear?
What's the one with the crotchless Fredericks of what's her name? Fredericks of Hollywood?
Not that one.
Not that one.
That's
or
her
the other one.
competition,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
I don't even
that's
know if
her,
they consider
that's
that
her
competition.
slutty competition.
Land O'Lakes. She works in Land O'Lakes.
Oh,
they are
see?
bankrupt. No more crotchless
Wah,
panties
wah,
or open
wow.
nipple bras for
That's
any.
because they don't hire licensed boobologists like
Oh,
Password.
Yeah. And they have horrible costumes. Hate that place.
Anyway, okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to move on to another
Rabbit
story.
hole.
We'll move on to another story. Remember when you were a kid and you're in the grocery cart, you're with your folks, and they get mad because you want to grab everything off the shelf and put it in the cart?
I broke so much shit that way.
all the stuff that you touch, right? They
Jars
say,
of
"Don't touch
pickles."
anything," right?
Oh no, my mom had to put me in the cart because I would pick up the big gallon jars of pickles, be like, I want this, everywhere pickles. Oh, and she didn't have the money to buy that big of jar of pickles. I'm sure she had to pay for it every time my dumbass dropped one.
You know what's crazy? As an adult, you're still trying
Love you, Mom.
to grab large pickles.
You know what? We already went there, so fuck you.
It is the last segment. This is where we get a little looser.
I bet you do get a little looser.
You know. Thank God for Astroglide. Anyway, so a 12-year-old kid, instead of grabbing groceries, instead of doing all this, going to a toy store, I want this, I want that, he accidentally trips and destroys. He puts his fist through a $1.5 million
saw
payment.
that.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. Did you watch the video of that? I didn't watch the video, but I saw the screenshot from the video, and this picture had about a 2-foot barrier around it. So it almost looked like in the picture.
He tripped over the barrier and he was trying to reach for the wall.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what it was, but it looked like he was planning on it. He just literally was just reaching out for this painting like he wanted to destroy it. Kind of made me question a little bit if he was doing it on purpose or
Calling
not.
shenanigans?
I kind of am. I mean, where's the screenshot of that? Oh, I'm not going to get the screenshot
I mean,
now.
you know they have insurance. You know the museum has insurance on the painting.
I know, but they're going to have to
But do
fix it.
they seek compensation against the parents?
I don't think they're going to. Because it just happens.
I don't know. I'm watching this video, and that kind of looks fake a little bit. You know, you watch it. Watch this here. So he's walking around the painting, and he's not even getting pushed into it. He's walking next to it and just kind of stumbles into the platform that it's on and just completely falls over and puts his hand
dude,
right
run
there.
that again. It looks like there might have been a space underneath it, and he might have got his foot caught.
Maybe.
It.
I don't know. It almost looks like it was kind of, you know.
You see how he jerked really fast, like he turned, like he couldn't bend anymore one way?
Yeah, but he's kind of deliberately looking the other way. I don't know. It looks a little
Hey,
suspicious to me.
I bet you any money there was a little space that he got his shoe caught under there, and it locked his leg up and it turned him up.
I'm not saying he definitely did it on purpose. I'm only saying if by just looking at the video, it kind of he's clearly oops.
No, Look, you watch the video again. Post that video on Twitter.
I can't. You post it.
Maybe.
All right, I'll post it. I'll post it a little later.
Maybe
You be the judge, folks.
museum's on hard times. Maybe he was a plant.
Oh,
Yeah.
I tell you, it looks like he caught his foot underneath.
Yeah,
something.
I see what you're saying. It looks
Then
like
it kind of locks your leg up, and it'll make
Yeah.
you kind of kick in one direction.
Yeah, I don't know. It just looks a little weird. I've never bumped into anything like that and gone that drastic.
Maybe.
But
it's
I have.
insurance fraud.
I've stepped with
Could
my
be.
leg
Could be.
under a bench and then bent my knee back and almost freaking ate it hardcore. That was bad.
Maybe
Oh, God.
this museum
Forward.
listened to Chris Carter and they realized they needed a fall guy. And a 12-year-old fall guy. at that.
I'm the unknown stunt man.
Well, nobody. I mean, that's a perfect fall guy. Nobody's going to believe a 12-year-old would do it on purpose.
Oh, that's what Jared
know?
said.
Too soon?
Oh, God.
No, never too soon.
$5 foot long. Now he's gonna get a free foot long now. Boy.
And on the foot-long
Ah,
motion,
computer died.
that was unwittingly a great segue for our last story, Mickey.
It was.
In keeping with cranial mission tradition, we always like to get into some sex stories. Apparently, a dude that once had his dick ripped off is the luckiest man in the world now. He had his penis apparently ripped off as a child, Mr. Muhammad Abad. And he has now been fitted, thank you, he has now been fitted with an 8-inch bionic replacement. Over the last 3 years they've been working on this. He now has a fully functioning schwanz. Okay, he lost his crank at age 6 when he was hit by a car and dragged for 600 yards. Okay.
Oh, God.
What?
Surgeons started crafting a proper replacement about 3 years ago. They used
What kind of replacement?
Was he drug on his belly?
bionic.
Well, what'd you say?
Bionic. Exactly. They used a skin graft taken from his arm. Now, apparently the way this whole thing works, he's got 2 tubes about the length of it, which inflate it with fluid when he presses a button on his testes. And then when you're done,
Sounds
you press
about right.
another button and it deflates.
Yeah, it just hit the button and it fills my it's fluid.
Shut up, Beavis.
So that's my question, is that when Muhammad Abad gets a lady and he starts having sex, when he's getting some, does it sound like that?
We have the technology. What about the $6 million woman?
No, that was the.
I want a self-tightening vajay.
No, she wasn't.
That would be sweet, dude, wouldn't that?
Whoa, was it the $6 million woman?
Hey, it's called.
What was her name? Lindsay.
Self-tightening vajay.
Lindsay Stewart. Lindsay.
Hey,
I don't know.
called-
I used to work for Sleep Number. She was the main.
I thought her name was Jamie.
Lindsay
I
Lohan.
mean- No, her real name, the actress's name was.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie
yeah.
Priestley.
No.
No.
I don't remember what it was, but I used to work for Sleep Number. She used to do the commercials for them.
Yeah, the old actress.
Yeah, she did the.
Yeah,
She was the.
Jamie Wild.
What was the name of that show?
Look it up. Jamie, the spokeswoman. I know who you're talking about because that's going to drive me nuts because she was on a lot of TV shows back in the day.
It was Lindsay something or
Yeah,
Lindsay
it was
Wagner?
Lindsay
Yes,
Wagner.
that's who it
Yes.
was.
Wasn't that reverse mortgage Wagner? Was it Lindsay?
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah,
Lindsay
Wagner.
Jean
It
Wagner,
is
the
Lindsay
Bionic
Wagner.
Woman.
Oh, was that her?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Nice. I feel really good about that.
So apparently Muhammad Abad, with the help from Oscar Goldman, got a new Schwantz.
Goldman Sachs.